This is the Big Machine Cody Hawkins, and you're watching WGS-TV.
Welcome everyone to another installment of WGS-TV right here on YouTube.com/WrestleGamer and ZFX-TV. I am Double B Billy Boudreaux, and I'm coming at you with my Impact Wrestling review for the week of July 5th, 2012. We open up this week's show with the continuation of the Bully Ray Joseph Park saga. Now, the way they played this this part off was, you know, Joseph Park intended to have everything go the exact same way they did at the pay-per-view at Slammiversary, you know, no rules, no disqualifications, and then Bully Ray pulls out a document saying that he has filed a restraining order against Abyss. Abyss cannot come within 1,000 feet of the ring that week, so if Abyss does, then he will be arrested, and that's pretty much it. Bully Ray gets a sneak attack on Joseph Park. I really don't know what to say about this this whole saga with Bully Ray and Joseph Park. It's been quite interesting up to a point, but now it's just, you know, TNA needs to know where to draw the line on their storylines, and the pay-per-view should have been it, but apparently they're going to play it on even further. During the breaks, I do listen to or watch what they call now the Backstage Pass on TNA's YouTube channel, and on one point, Joseph Park comes out and says that he's going to have his partners and the attorneys at his legal firm look at this and see if there's any way they can find a loophole in it. So I really don't know what to give this opening segment. I really don't know, because I'm still kind of on it, depending on which way it would go. So it was an average segment, so I'll tell you what, since it was an average segment, let's go average score. Let's go 3 out of 5. Next up, we had Devon defending the television title against Crimson. I was on the Skype line with my old buddy, Studly Man Ashley, and he said that he believed that we were going to get a title change between Crimson and Devon, but apparently that wasn't the case. Apparently TNA still has a lot of stock in Devon being their television champion, so they're going to keep it on him. I was really shocked too. Honestly, I really thought that we really were going to put the title on Crimson. Crimson would not make a bad television champion, but Devon's doing okay. He's having an okay run with it. I think they just need to put a little bit more into it. You know, there's a lot of history, a lot of prestige, as it were, when it comes to a television title and professional wrestling, like in WCW and ECW. So I think they really need to put more into it and just not put so little into it. I think if TNA possibly had another TV show in the United States, not over in Europe, in the UK, where none of their fans in the United States would see it, but possibly another show here, you know, if they could pull off good enough ratings on Spike TV, it might be considered, you know, that Spike TV would put up another show for TNA, but they have to pull off good enough ratings, in my opinion. So, decent match with Devon and Crimson. I was a little shocked that they kept the title on Devon, but then again, it's TNA we're talking about. That's gonna go 3.5 out of 5. Then we had Chris Sabin and Bobby Roode. And guys, about 2 or 3 weeks ago, when Chris Sabin had his accident, I saw it coming, and I'll tell you what, I really feel bad for the guy. You know, he just got back from a serious knee injury, and he goes and he blows out his other knee. You can only imagine just how depressing that would be. Now, imagine that was a football player who just returned to the game, and then one game later, boom, hurts his other knee. His career would probably be done. So, but what they tried to apparently to do here, since Chris Sabin is a former X Division wrestler and a former X Division champion, was to have Bobby Roode come out and kind of build on, I guess, his hatred of the X Division with Destination X coming up. And honestly, they didn't accomplish it. To me, I don't feel like he did it. You know, I feel that this segment did not accomplish what they set out to do. I can understand the reasoning behind it. I can understand why TNA would go this far for Sabin and Bobby Roode and Austin Aries, but for some reason, to me, I just don't feel. I feel that they did not accomplish what they set out to do in this promo. So, despite the fact that Chris Sabin and Bobby Roode both have really good mic skills, the fact of the matter is they did not accomplish what they wanted to do in this promo. 2 out of 5. I'm sorry. You know, normally when it comes to good promos, we expect more from Bobby Roode and Chris Sabin especially, because they both have good in-ring work and good mic skills. You expect them to deliver on their promos and accomplish what they need to do in their segments, and in this instance, they did not. They did not. You know, the reason why it gets a 2 out of 5 and not a 1 out of 5 is, you know, I'm giving it the benefit of the doubt, as it were. The benefit of the doubt that, you know, despite the fact that they did not accomplish what they set out to do in the promo, they still have really good mic skills, and they tried their best to carry the promo through, and didn't happen. It just didn't happen. So, let's go up to the next match. 2 more X Division qualifiers for Destination X. Flip Casanova and Dakota Darso. Dakota Darso, the son of Barry Darso, we saw him last year in TNA trying to get on the roster and get a contract and whatnot. And I was very impressed with him, and it was good to see him again. He still looks in pretty good shape. But Flip Casanova, he was okay. He was okay. I'm very impressed with this young man. Apparently, from what the information I ascertained, is Flip Kendrick from Evolve Wrestling. And I must say, I'm very impressed with Mr. Casanova. He showed me quite a bit, but so did Dakota Darso. But apparently, they want to put Flip Casanova over on Dakota Darso. But I'm going to give it. It takes 2 people to have a really good match, and they did with Casanova and Darso. 4 out of 5. I was really impressed with the work ethic of Casanova, and for those fans of you guys, or if you're fans of Evolve, and if you're familiar with Flip Kendrick, put some more info or some more intel for me in the comment section. I really would like to know more about him and possibly Dakota Darso, even though I already know that he's the son of Barry Darso, aka Smash from Demolition, the Repo Man, and I believe he was Nikolai Volkov or Nikita Koloff in NWA. It's either one of those, It's not Nikita Koloff. That's somebody else. I think it's a Nikolai Koloff or something like that. But I do know he was in NWA under that kind of a gimmick. I do remember that, because they play it all the time on WWE Classics on Demand. He was a former United States champion, if I'm not mistaken. He was with the Bolsheviks. The Bolsheviks, and that was another separate tag team. But it was kind of their form of a Russian faction, for those of you who are interested in checking them out. But anyway, back to TNA, back to today, or Thursday, as it were, which was yesterday, as this is being recorded here on Friday. Next up, we had a Knockouts tag match. We have Tara and... Well, let me announce this match first, then I got something to say. Tara and Miss Tessmacher taking on Gail Kim and Madison Rayne. Now, for the last few weeks on Impact Wrestling, we've been trying to find out just who exactly is the crush. Who is this lucky bastard that Madison Rayne is smitten with? Aside from the gimmick, guys, aside from the gimmick, you have to agree that Madison Rayne is smoking hot. I'd be the luckiest bastard on the planet if I had someone that hot as Madison Rayne smitten with me. Now, we already crossed off, in the past reviews, we already crossed off you know, Garrett Bischoff as one of the potential candidates for Madison Rayne's crush, because she went to him in a previous segment about a week or two ago and was asking for his help on how to approach the guy. So the last time we saw her get out there being smitten with her crush, it had Garrett Bischoff, which now we could cross out. They also had Devon, Robbie E, and Robbie T. Now, keep it in mind, guys. There was one other person we did not factor in. There was one other person in that ring that we did not take account for. And, well, apparently Madison Rayne was tired of waiting. So earlier tonight, I believe it was right after Devon and Crimson's match, if I'm not mistaken, she came out and approached Earl Hebner, the referee, the old guy, Earl Hebner, and planted a lip lock on him. And I'm like, okay, she likes older, mature guys? What the hell? Earl Hebner? Really? Really? Earl Hebner. They couldn't go for a wrestler. They couldn't involve a TNA wrestler in the storyline. They're going to have Madison Rayne, a smoking hot knockout, get romantically involved with a referee. I'm still trying to wrap my mind around it. You know, because only in a storyline would you see Madison Rayne playing a lip lock on somebody that old. Because I can tell you this right now, there probably aren't enough bottles of Viagra in the world for him to get his flagpole up, if you know what I mean. But then again, you got Madison Rayne planting a lip lock on you. Hello, thank God that Earl Hebner was wearing loose breeches, or else we might have seen him standing in salute, if you know what I mean. But anyway, as I continually gross myself out, let me go back to this Knockouts tag match, which will probably try to take the thought of Earl Hebner and Viagra and other gross, obscenary things. Anyway, interesting match. I thought it was an okay. Like I said, if I came down to the TNA Knockouts or WWE Divas, TNA Knockouts all the way, because they have the look and the in-ring talent, and they did not disappoint in this match. Great match. I'm going to go 4 out of 5. Next up, we had the segment involving AJ Styles, who's going to answer the allegations from Daniels and Kazarian that he is the father of Claire, I don't want to say it in a derogatory form, but that's what a lot of people are calling her, Claire the druggie, who's also pregnant. That he was the father of Claire's baby. AJ Styles just came out and pretty much denied the allegations and asked Daniels how he's going to make it stick. And I don't know what this deal is with Daniels now, this Apple Teeny gimmick he's putting together. I really don't understand why they thought that, you know, having Daniels come out, you know, anytime we see him with an Apple Teeny. Somebody please explain to me what an Apple Teeny is. I'm not an alcoholic drinker, so maybe somebody out there can really explain it to me. But I've heard Taz call it an Apple Teeny. That's all I heard. That's all I know. But apparently, you know, this is building up into the Destination X match with AJ Styles and Daniels being last man standing. And guys, I will try very hard tomorrow on Saturday to get a breakdown and predictions video up for Destination X. If not Saturday, possibly Sunday before the pay-per-view. The next match, for the previous segment, it's going to go 4 out of 5. Next match, Kenny King and Johnny Yuma. I have to apologize to Kenny King and Johnny Yuma because I had to step out, unfortunately. You know, nature called, and unfortunately it called during Kenny King and Johnny Yuma's match. I do apologize to them. So I will not review a match and give it a score when I honestly didn't see it. So, guys, I do apologize for that. But if you guys out there did see the match, you know, please do me a favor. and give me your own short review in the comments section below on Kenny King and Johnny Yuma. And tell me, you know, from what I heard, Kenny King is the one who went over on Johnny Yuma. But honestly, I want to know what you guys felt about the match if you saw it. So, guys, if you can, really help me out on here. Main event was Jeff Hardy, James Storm, and I was great. It was a great main event match. But, of course, you know, with James Storm having such a commanding lead in the Bound for Glory series, the only thing they can do is have him lose a few of the matches in the Bound for Glory series just to make him look like he's not going to be the one that's just going to run away with it. Because if it looks like he's going to be the one that runs away with it, is anybody really going to watch it? I won't. But it was a great match with Hardy and James Storm. Let's all agree on something right now. Jeff Hardy comes up with the craziest face paint. I'd like to know where he gets his ideas from for all of his different styles of face paint. And let's just say he's creative and downright freaky. But the matchup in itself, it was great. 4 out of 5. Next up, we had the segment involving Hulk Hogan, where Austin Aries was supposed to turn over the X Division title belt for the forthcoming match. You know, he's got to turn it in because he can't be the X Division champion anymore. Then Bobby Roode comes out, gets in Hogan's face. They go back and forth. Austin Aries then comes out and then lays it out for Bobby Roode. And let's just say this. Austin Aries came out tonight on top on the little heated feud. And I can say this right now. This is what the Sterling Man Ashley says. This is strictly what he says. I don't know if I agree with it or not. You won't know until I do my breakdown and predictions video on how I really feel. Excuse me. But he says, since Austin Aries went over tonight, you know, got the better of Bobby Roode, that Roode is going to retain at Destination X. Now, I don't know if I agree with that statement or not. I haven't prepared my breakdown and predictions of Destination X yet, but look for it either tomorrow or Sunday before the pay-per-view. Before the pay-per-view, I will definitely have one up. Overall score on Impact Wrestling this week, I am going to go for 4 out of 5. Thought it was a decent show. Again, I do apologize to Kenny King and Johnny Yuma and their fans for missing their match. I do apologize about that. I'm really looking forward to AJ Styles, Daniels, and Last Man Standing, because whenever those two are together on a one-on-one capacity, they always deliver on really great matches. And I'm pretty sure that AJ Styles and Daniels, Last Man Standing at Destination X will not disappoint. And we also have a great match, I believe, also Samoa Joe and Kurt Angle at Destination X. But you guys, I'm going to give you my full rundown of Destination X within a video or two. Right here on WGS-TV and ZFX. So again, my overall score for Impact Wrestling this week, 4 out of 5. What I want to know now from you guys, the viewers and subscribers, is what is your score for Impact Wrestling this week? Do you agree with my rating of 4 out of 5, or do you have a different rating for Impact Wrestling this week? And if you do, please tell me why. Put your answers in the comment section below. Don't forget to like and favorite this video. Don't forget to please subscribe to youtube.com/WrestleGamer and youtube.com/ZFX TV Network and ZFX Fame. Those two networks right there. So, again, excuse me. So, with that being said, I'm Double B Billy Boudreaux saying thank you very much for watching.